National Nest Box Week coincides with Valentine's Day to mark the beginning of the breeding season, when many songbirds are starting to pair up or rekindle previous or life partnerships. Most songbirds will readily take to a nesting box. Some are happier to make a natural home. Either way offer plenty of choice of nesting materials so that parents can make strong nests and keep them cosy with plenty of bedding material. A garden full of small twigs, moss, leaves and mud is a great start, but adding extra material like sheep's wool or clean pet's fur from grooming can help and be great fun to watch the birds collecting. If you're using pet fur, make sure they've not recently been treated with any spot-on flea treatment or similar, as these toxins can be lethal for birds. Ensure any nesting boxes are positioned out of direct sunlight and any cold winds so eggs and nestlings don't get cooked or frozen, preferably with some vegetation around them, so when the baby birds eventually take flight they have something to land in if the first attempt at flying doesn't go too well. This also gives the babies somewhere to hide from predators until they work it out. Extra nesting sites added with a new nest box will offer more choice to the birds in the area. Many of our garden birds are naturally from woodland settings. In the woods they would have fallen trees, holes in trunks and lots of nesting material available. There'd also be lots of food with bugs and insects as well as seeds and berries to eat. Most of our native countryside is too tidy and food is scarce, so offering them a pre-made nest box with food sources nearby will really help them. Try to recreate their natural woodland setting with trees, shrubs, flowers, grasses, water and mud available. A good mixture of plants and environments will bring food and habitat for lots of other wildlife into the garden. All the bugs, bees, hedgehogs, frogs, mice and birds, they're all needed for a well-balanced and self-sustaining ecosystem, and they're great fun to watch. All baby birds eat insects, so you need to make your area as insect friendly as possible with lots of plants for nectar for the insects, as well as great places for them to live, like maybe a bug hotel. Try to make it as easy as possible for the parent birds to hunt for insects, as they will have to find lots of them to feed their hungry chicks. Some baby birds only eat one type of insect, and their parents are so clever at nesting in the right place at the right time to find those specific insects. Please be aware that if your garden is very small, then you should choose to either have nest boxes or offer bird food at a table or hanging feeders. If you have a feeding station, then big birds like magpies and invasive species like grey squirrels will visit the feeders. Our research has found that any nests which are easily accessed from the feeding station are 5 times more likely to get attacked by predators like magpies, jays, crows, grey squirrels, rats and things. Big gardens mean the nest box and feeding stations can be kept a long way apart to stop this from happening. Our songbirds need all the help we can give them. They face difficulties with the weather and climate change, lack of food and pollution causing insect loss, lack of nesting sites, and there's too many predators out there that will eat them, especially their eggs, their nestlings and their fledglings. Any help we can offer them with a safe, warm, strong nest box and plentiful supply of food for them and their babies will really make a huge difference.